Happy Tears Day. If you follow my Runic Journey, if you follow my channel, which by all means please subscribe and follow me, then you know on Tears Day I will reflect on the week that I have had with the rune that I am carrying. And this week it's been the rune Uruz, and it has not been a quiet week. It's been a week with challenges, in particular 3 particular challenges. One which was positive, the second I think is also positive but without conclusion, and the third one was sad. I think I can't say it's necessarily positive, but it doesn't seem right to conclude it's negative either, because I felt that I did the right thing, and doing the right thing is perhaps the most important part of it. But the little friend I had found did not survive. However, I can perhaps take it that it had a more peaceful passing than if it had been left vulnerable and maybe got run over or killed by a cat. There are arguments or justifications to say perhaps you should let nature take its course. However, coming across the little fellow, I couldn't. I had to give him the opportunity to have a safe space, I suppose, and if it then flew away, then all would have been good. So Uruz has been testing. It's certainly been testing me, and that is good. Again, it has to be taken as a positive that these runes press upon you when you take them up and engage with them, connect to them, that you are tested, and how you respond to those tests is perhaps critical for your journey. For my journey, I'm progressing. Having doubt, I think, is good, natural. And enduring to reach this stage, to reach the stage tomorrow when I draw the next rune, are all positives and learning curves. And that's the thing. I think it's being willing to continue to learn, to know that your knowledge is a fraction of what is there to be learned, and be willing to continue to grow and to be challenged, so that you can aspire and attain a greater level of what is hopefully good wisdom. I think that's the thing. It has been a busy week, and it's last day or so. I suppose yesterday I felt quite drained in some ways. In some respects, some negative energy was coming to the fore as I confronted, I know, some historic darkness, shall we say, some issues that have remained unresolved for 20 odd years that I neatly sort of packed away as, I don't know, not to be untouched, or I don't know. I've come to accept, I mean, the past can't be changed, and that's an absolute truth. However, bringing it to the forefront and being reminded of some of the hurtful moments I've endured just sort of reopens some old wounds. However, I was fortunate enough, well, I'm fortunate enough now to have a loving and considerate partner who I can talk to about these things, and to make sort of, I don't know, apply a band-aid, a plaster to a reopened wound, to sort of put it back in its box to some extent. It's one of those things where I guess I felt almost like a sucking back into a state of mind that I do not want to be sucked back into, and coping, compensating, and sort of being sensible enough to sort of say, well, that is in the past. Really, I think it's sort of I can recognise that it was a time that mentally I was being beaten down heavy, and ultimately it got to the point where I just had to sort of, I could not endure it any further. However, I have to accept that it's also a part of a process that has made me the person I am today. I wish I could have been this person a lot quicker and a lot sooner. However, can't change the past. And go forward with a stronger and more positive outlook. And Uruz has really brought that home, I think. So, like with some of the other runes I've drawn and felt the challenge of having them alongside me, I will miss Uruz when I put it to one side tomorrow. However, I will also look forward to whichever new rune I draw tomorrow morning. Anyway, thank you for listening and your support, and I'll see you tomorrow. Do take care. Goodbye.